And then from very same day in the night, I decided I should try and learn how fasting of such a kind where for the whole day you are taking nothing, a drop of water is not taken. And after this rosa practice, when doctor told I was not able to reduce, but after rosa practice, it automatically my body learned that if in afternoon I take lesser food, that is better for me. So sometime people have raised this intellectual question that if you are Buddhist, what is your practice? That haunts me. I am Dr. Sanjay Ingole, Assistant Professor, Department of Social Work, Jamia Millia Islamia. I am teaching in Jamia Millia Islamia since last 15 years. I had joined this institution in October 2011. And just before joining this department, I was teaching in Delhi School of Social Work. So today I am going to speak my experience about Ramadan, and because that is connected to my teaching career, that I learn more about Islam and its festivity when I came in teaching profession. When I joined teaching in 2009 in Delhi School of Social Work, so in 2010, when there was a Ramadan celebration, particularly one day, the students of Delhi School of Social Work, under the leadership of the student union there, and one of my very close student, Muhammad Uzair, who is now teacher in Aligarh Muslim University in Department of Social Work, they organized iftar, and I was invited. So huge mass of students and teachers, they gathered and they made it a very happy moment. And during that period, I after attending that party, I thought I should morally should be able to actually enjoy that food when I am on fasting. That thought came to my mind, and then from very same day in the night, I decided I should try uh, and learn how fasting of such a kind where for the whole day you are taking nothing, even a drop of water is not taken. And I resolved in the night, and I called my student Muhammad Uzair and asked him how should I start. He told me, sir, it's very simple. At a particular time in the early morning, that was very that during that period it was in hot summer. So particular time morning you have to stop taking food. In the night you can take food, and then for whole day till the iftar takes place, you will not uh, eat anything and drink anything. So amazingly, that time I was unmarried and now newly joined teacher. So I resolved, and for the whole night I did not sleep because I was waiting for the moment to begin, and I was waiting for the siren to come to my house. And before that, in the night, I planned and I organized food. I started my resolution, and after the bell rang that this is the time now you have to stop taking food, I stopped it. So till morning 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I was very comfortable. But after 11 o'clock, when I felt hungry for 2 hours at least, uh, I felt it difficult to manage my emotions, my hunger. Then, to overcome that, I thought I should engage myself in some discussion, and that is my regular feature when I am unable to manage certain emotional uh, aspect of my behavior. I normally try to distract myself from that particular thing. So I moved around in the department. I discussed with me. I declared Professor Manoj Kumar Jha was my good friend in Department of Social Work. Ghazala Zameen, she was my colleague, and we were sitting adjacent to each other. Her cabin was just adjacent to me. So I told all of them that today I am on fast, and particularly the Ramadan fast. And they were, amazed to listen to this. And they, first of all, they laughed at me, but then they started uh, telling me now what is the importance and what are the good things associated to this festival. And somehow I overcome 2 hours, and later on my hunger was gone, because initial period is very difficult, and later on the body adjusts itself, and then one forgets all about. Okay, thank you. Sit down here. Around say 3 or 4 o'clock, by 3 or 4 o'clock I was comfortable, and the last period again I was no facing difficulty in managing my call for food. Then again I went outside, and those who were organizing in the hostel for the iftar, I joined them and started engaging with them, and I managed. And at the end, when we uh, I broke the fast and practiced my first rosa on that day, I felt very happy, and I also learned that I can do this. So that strengthened my willpower, and that also gave me a feeling that when during the whole day, at a time when I wanted to speak so much or react something uh, extra, my body abstained me from speaking extra. And normally, keeping on speaking is my habit. And when students they came for their individual conferences to me, somebody came to ask me some uh, learning reading material about teaching. So during that period I learned that when you are on fasting, you are automatically controlled, and you then want to speak only what is necessary. So this is, I think, a very natural training that controls your anxiety, and that controls your unnecessary uh, engaging and unnecessary uh, use of energy. And then for remaining around 10 to 12 days I practiced it. Afternoon, when I am much thirsty and energy less, sometime I laid down, took some rest, and even if I am taking rest, so sleep is not coming because I am hungry. So then I was forced to engage my mind into some other things, so I started reading. So Reading came to my rescue. I was engaging in book, laying down or sitting, and those 10, I remember 10 days I practiced Rosa in 2010. And then on the Eid day, I was invited by Ghazala Zamil in Zakir Nagar, Delhi. Along with Professor Manoj Kumar Jha, we joined the Eid invitation, and that boosted my confidence. Yes. At the same time, because for 10 days I was practicing this, I lose some weight, I think. So during the first practice of Ramadan in 2010, my body also felt lighter. And after Eid, when I was taking my food regularly, automatically my afternoon intake of food reduced. So the my problem that in the afternoon when I take full lunch, I was always feeling very drowsy and sleepy. I visited doctor, and doctor had also told me that you should reduce your food in the lunch. And after this rosa practice, when doctor told, I was not able to reduce. But after rosa practice, it automatically my body learn that if in afternoon I take lesser food, that is better for me. And body was accustomed also. So for health also, I felt rosa is a good training, and it provides peace, and it reduces uh, hyperactivity, and brings man on focus. Person will uh, resolve to do only those things which are necessary at the moment. So that's how I learned that is a very useful practice. Muhammad Paigambar Sahib, he practiced in his life. He gave that learning to his followers. So in their life they have learned, and they have handed over the learning to their followers. I think when I read, I teach social action and social movement. One author, Saul Alinsky, he writes that life on earth is a warfare. And when somebody is on a war and he is conscious about the situation, he'll always make optimum use of the resources, and he'll always use the energy optimally. That kind of a uh, learning I derive from the practice of rosa. And in reality, yes, life on earth is a warfare, and everybody should be prepared to face the odd situation in the life, because when odd situations are seen, they actually happen. The causing elements, the cause of those odd things remain in preparation. So those who have the vision to see that always every movement in the life, one has to remain alert. Every movement at this juncture is going to create another movement, and the future is the product and consequence of the present, and whatever present is there, that is the consequence of the past. So what movement today we are at this juncture we are living is going to be passed after a while, after a moment. And therefore, in Indian context today, if you take the stock of the society and the polity and the other systems of public governance in India, it's very alarming. The situation, the standard of life is deteriorating. Although a false consciousness is being created that things are moving towards better, but those who are facing the assault of the bad governance, those who are the victims of the inhuman conspiracies against the poor, against the have not, against the marginalized, they are doing that because they are enjoying the power, they are at the helm of the affairs, they have the authority to govern the people. So because they are in authority, they are using all resources, their life is better. No doubt. They say things are moving better because they are using the resources more than due to them, more than they should officially use, and at the cost of the common man, at the trouble and risk of the life of the common man, they are doing so. And that everybody today who is conscious and reading the Indian society in contemporary time will agree to my perspective. Therefore, when we have a war-like situation in front of us, which is a consequence of the long-run preparation by those who are against humanity, it is our duty, those who stand in support of humanity, that they should also prepare themselves, make optimum use of their energy and resources to help the victims of the onslaught of inhuman elements in our times. And this Ramadan provides us a good time, a peace of mind, a preparatory space to think about the people of our times, their problems, the causes of their problems, and the responsibility of those who are aware of the causes and problems to take pledge and oath during this Ramadan period that we should make full and optimum use of our energies and mind to resolve the problems of the humanity and make the oppressor realize that whatever they are doing against humanity is not to be done. They must be shown the mirror that what they are doing, they should not think that other people do not understand. If other people understand, the duty of the other people is to warn them, caution them that if they continue doing so, then if the limit crosses, they should remain ready to face the revolt of the masses And we all, those who understand this, they should prepare themselves for the intellectual war, to fight out them, to win over them, make them realize and set them aside by the instrument of democracy. Because in democracy, public opinion is the instrument, public opinion is the power. So we should galvanize public opinion in the interest of humanity, to serve humanity, to serve our companions, help them overcome difficulties, and help them overcome their ignorance. Whatever the bad forces are doing today, I consider they are doing it in ignorance. We should help them understand their ignorance and abstain them from continuing the wrong deeds in their life. This is what I can tell on this occasion. Now, later on, I should also tell this. Later on, when I moved to Jamia Millia Islamia in 2011, I met Dr. Habibul Rahman in the department, and through Dr. Habibul Rahman, I learned many more things about Islamic practice and the discipline that Islam gives to humanity. Although I am kind of a atheist, I do not follow any religion very meticulously. My father was Buddhist. Before, my forefathers, they were in the order of Brahminical religion, and after my father, we also consider ourselves Buddhist, but we don't practice. So sometimes people have raised this intellectual question that if you are Buddhist, what is your practice? That haunts me. That creates a big vacuum in my mind. That yes, if I am Buddhist, I am not practicing. It means I am not religious. But I learned through Islam that religious practice helps human beings discipline themselves and pursue their work meticulously and achieve the task, the goals of their task, achieve their dreams. So that is what I think the learning from Islam. Then onward, I keep on reading about Islamic practices. Even when I'm teaching my students in policy, uh, legislations related to family, I have to time and again visit some religious text, and I learn every time some new, some more. So then continuously from that onward, at least in every Ramadan, I keep some roja, sometime more, sometime less. But that whenever a space is there, I practice roja to purify myself. Because in Buddhism also, keeping society in peace and prosperity, uh, this is their concentration and practicing Madhyam Marg. That is the core principle of Buddhism. Disciplining oneself. And the first instrument of doing it is the personal purification. There are three important things in Buddhism. One is personal purification through the practice of Panchashila, and second, keeping the society in order through the theory of Ashtanga Marga, that is the principles of governance of in democratic system. And the third thing is organizing society into a strong organization, that is Sangha. So, organizing society in a strong way is the solution, because to fight against the evil, first of all, you need to be strong. So, personal purification is important. Secondly, you need certain principles through which you will conduct yourself, and you will now control others also. So that is the instrument of Ashtanga Marg, which is adopted in the directive principle of state policy of Constitution of India. All equal before law and taking care of the needy. That is there. And I think in Islam also these things, they exist in different way, and therefore I always try to analyze them together and define and plan my actions and my duty towards the society. And this month particularly Ramadan, gives me more space and opportunity to concentrate on my public social duty apart from my personal and family duty. So this is how I look at the practice of Roza in Ramadan, and I think those who are the viewers, they should also take some pledge on this occasion. This is a very uh, important month in the year, important period in the year. And this time it has come in a very nice atmosphere. We should take advantage of this and spread the message, good message of Ramzan in the society, to bring society in a peace of mind and resolve for the better future. Thank you very much.